You want to do Uber and you want to earn something like this or this or this. Let me tell you, it's not going to happen. During the pandemic, there was a big shortage of drivers, therefore the prices were very high. You know, simple supply and demand. Those times are over, but you can easily earn something like this. And can you make 100,000 a year doing Uber full time? Yes, and I'm gonna show you exactly how. First thing, and probably the most important thing, is the market. If you live in a big city, chances are that you have a good market, and everything I'm about to tell you will apply. If you live in a small town where not much is going on, you should probably click off this video, to be honest, and go do something else, because Uber, it's not gonna be very beneficial. When is the busiest time? During the week, Friday to Thursday, 5 a.m. until maybe 9 or 10. And then maybe you should go take a little break, because from 10 to around 1, it's pretty slow. And then after 1 to around 7, it's pretty much constantly busy. Friday and Saturday, usually it's a bit different. I found out that Friday mornings are not really busy. I don't know why. I think most of the people work from home. Friday and Saturday is the best to start around 10 a.m. all the way until the evening, maybe 7. After 7 until about 9:30, it's kind of slow. So what I usually do around this time, I go take a little break, you know, grab dinner, recharge, and then continue until midnight or maybe 1 a.m. or until I get sleepy. Sunday, pretty much the same thing. Start around 10 until maybe 7, 8. Sunday evenings are slow unless there's an event or a long weekend or something, but most of the time it's not worth to work Sunday evenings. Should you accept every request? Absolutely not. And I'm going to show you exactly why. Look at this picture. Those are 2 requests at the same time. It's pretty much the same distance and the same time, and it's $10 difference in the payout. A lot of people are afraid that if they have lower acceptance rate, they're going to get deactivated. This is not going to happen. You won't get deactivated. So which rides to take and which not. So you should aim for a good dollar per minute ratio, not dollar per mile, dollar per minute. I don't know why a lot of people look at the miles. Why you care about the miles? You get paid for your time. You exchange your time for money. That's inevitable. You will put miles on your car, and you have to accept that. When you go buy pen from the store and you use it, you're gonna run out of ink. If you're one of those pussies that's stressing about their cars, just go do something else. Don't do Uber. Your time is more valuable than the miles of your car. What's a good dollar per minute ratio? It really depends how busy it is. If it's not busy, if you see that there's no search anywhere, I think the minimum you should go for is around 60 cents per minute. This is the total pickup and drop off. I know in every state the payouts are different, but this is what I'm aiming for. When it's busy, when there's search everywhere, you know, 5, 6, $10 search, you should go for 80, 90, anything over $1, it's really, really good. Look at the passenger ratings. Personally, anything below 4.75, I don't take. Like, this is the lowest I'll go. The rating says a lot. For example, look at this, 4.2. This guy should be in jail. For me, it's not worth getting some douchebag and having a headache for a couple extra dollars. Another thing I do, after every ride I finish, I turn off the app so I don't get immediate requests back to back. This allows me to see what's going on in my area and see the possibilities and the options for my next ride. So what happened to me many times, I get back-to-back requests with no search, and when I cancel that request, I realize that I'm sitting in $10 search. They'll try to scam you many ways. A lot of people think that I'm actually promoting Uber with those videos, but this is not the case. Also, if sometimes you're in a search area and you have guarantee, let's say a good search of, I don't know, $10, and the search in the area disappears, but you stay on this $10 minimum search for the next ride. And if you don't accept the next ride, the search disappears. What you can do is you can accept the ride. If you don't like it, you can cancel it, and the search stays for the next one. And then you repeat until you get a good ride. Okay, another very important thing, always think of the next trip. What I mean by that is, let's say you're in a good area that is surging. If you get a long ride that pays good but takes you far away from the search area, it might not be a good idea to take it, because after that you have a hard time finding another one. Instead, you should look for a shorter ride that will keep you in that search area, because the search is what really makes the difference. The Uber base pay is basically garbage. And believe me, at the end of the day, you'll make way more if you don't take those tempting long rides. What do I do to earn more tips? Absolutely nothing. I've seen people open the doors for passengers, you know, have water, sodas, they offer candy. I literally put zero effort in increasing my tips. And that's just me. I forget that the tips exist. And at the end of the day, if I get something, that's extra and it's great. Also, I don't try to make a conversation with them, because most of the time, they'll ask you the same questions over and over again. Or they'll start talking about their day, which, let's be honest, I don't really care. I listen to whatever I want to listen. I set the AC how I want it. Some passenger asked me to change it. I will always do it. I will adjust the temperature according to whatever they want. I'll change the music or the podcast wherever I'm listening. But do I ask them every time they enter the car, what do you want to listen? How much you want the temperature? No. And of course, if they go into the airport and they have big bags, I'll help them if it's an old person or a female. If it's a male, I'm not gonna help you. You're a man. You should be able to lift your own back. If not, you're not a man, you're a bitch. At the end of the day, according to my experience, if the person wants to tip you, they'll tip you regardless. I have my best tips from the passengers that I had zero interaction with them. Okay, there's actually a tornado as I'm filming right now, but I don't care, I'm just gonna continue talking. What I wanted to say is that you don't have to take my example and not care about your tips. I definitely recommend trying anything you can to increase your tips. I'm just simply being transparent and sharing what I do myself. Keep your car clean. You don't have to clean it multiple times a day. Just at the end of your shift, take a quick look, wipe out the handles or places where people touch most. Clean the floor mats. I recommend you getting a rubber ones. Deeper cleaning and a car wash, maybe you can do once or twice a week. It depends how fast your car gets dirty. Air freshener is very important. I think air freshener is more important than a clean car, because the first thing the passenger notice when they enter the car is probably the smell. They're not gonna look around and search for garbage. Also, another thing that it's a must, it's a back seat cover. Pretty much gives you immunity from the worst thing that can happen to you as an Uber driver. And we all know what it is. And in case if this thing happens, you just take off the cover, throw it in the garbage, get the cleaning fee and buy a new one. Also get yourself a dash cam that films both ways, because sometimes passengers might claim that you did something that you actually didn't. Like this, you have proof. Also, you should make this thing a habit. Whenever you drop off a passenger, just take a quick glance at the back seat, see what's going on. A lot of people just leave garbage intentionally or unintentionally, or they forget something, especially at night when it's dark. And if it's some important lost item, what I usually do, I immediately contact them and I try to return the item as fast as I can. I never do it through the Uber app to collect the 15 bucks fee. I'm going to them. I don't make them come to me. I go to them. I do this extra mile. A lot of the times they tip very, very well in those situations. I got 30 bucks, I got 50, I had 70. I think I got 100 once. And it was less than 5 minutes work. What else I can add? I don't think there's anything else. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. If I don't answer your comment, that's gonna be because I already covered it in the video and you should go back and watch it. And for those of you who wonder, am I gonna make 100,000 this year? No, I don't drive full-time anymore. I do it only part-time, just a few days a week. But you can make 100,000 easily if you follow what I just told you. And if you put maybe, I would say 50 hours a week. If you put at least 50 hours a week, you should easily hit $2,000. The reason I'm not doing it full-time anymore is because I'm doing something else, and I'll start sharing it on this channel very, very soon. So subscribe.